Let's move on to the most important thing then. What are we thinking of for the month of September? What does September look like? How has September been historically?
The Bitcoin monthly returns chart, when we see in the August month, mostly it is showing red. Like when we have 10 years, so 3 times only the positive sentiment and 7 times is a negative sentiment. Even September also same thing. It's like follow up of August. So mostly this month also slightly bearish thing may happen because of the present structure. Because Bitcoin is roaming around $60,000 right now. So it touched $49,000. There is some price difference happened in different exchanges. Some exchanges touched 48,000. Some exchanges touched only 49,500. This $1,500 kind of difference. Even in past history also, like when BTC touched $3,000 somewhere around 2019, before 2019. So that time there is price difference in the like lower liquidity level.
Correct.
So in the COVID crash, these all liquidity went down and took those liquidity from 3,500 level. So might be like as per the present structure, it is showing bearish in the short time frame. Like in the day time frame, people used to see. So it was slightly bearish. So and it the highest once it crossed 65 only, we can say it was in a bull trend and it was came back to the bulls level, $65,000 level. Till that time, like in the month started, there something crash happened because the Japanese and many factors, and it touched 49. And the present scenario, this is like kind of a short term bearish. We can expect up to the same 49 level also.
In September?
Yes. Okay. September 49 level also. If it hold, because most of the institutions like Grayscale and MicroStrategy, BlackRock, these institutions are holding this kind of price. And
even Twitter, right? 52 I think is Twitter's.
Yes. So their range is like 55 to 62. The range of buying is 55 to 62. The average price is around $58,000 level. Previously, when it was 2021 and this recent high, so it was the average price becomes 42, and now the average price is around 55. So as per the present the liquidity comes into the market. So if because technical chart never wrong, market is never wrong, market is ultimate the king. So when we see the present structure, it might touch 42 also possible. There is a possibility, but it depends on how it breaks 49. So as per the present structure, it will play in this round, like maybe 60-55 zone. Once it breaks those levels, then sentiment comes maybe new like, because when we see US presidential elections, when we set these dates like November, every 4 years this US presidential elections will be there. So when we set this date to the Bitcoin chart, so mostly there was a dump before the election.
The last election it pumped. It was around 14,500 and it took off from there, if you remember.
Yes. But that was in November 2020 November. Before that, this COVID crash helped to fuel up, and then people started investing.
I think it was 3,500 or something in 2020.
Yes. The similar case, most of the people anticipated. Nobody expected 49 was the range to touch, but most people and institutions came and like invested at this particular price, 49. In the same day only, once it got touched in the evening, US session opened, then it pumped from like 49 to 55. Almost $6,000 movement happened.
Correct.
So at the present structure is like kind of a bearish. So we have to look into it, and once the support levels was broken, the next immediate support is like for shorter term is $54,000 level. So once 54 break, we can see 49 for the retest.
So going by what happens on a monthly basis, you're saying we can expect a little bit of a dump coming Monday.
Yes.
When the month opens and the week opens, everything happens around the same time.
Yes.
A little bit of a pullback is what you are expecting.
Yes, there will be a slightly dump. Maybe it may touch it will go to $54,000 level. Now it is at 60.
Correct.
So there is $5,000 more. So every day it is moving $2,000-3,000 move like in a simple.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So that's what we can expect in the upcoming Monday.
Is there anything fundamental that can oppose it? Some kind of announcement? Have we run out of Trump's announcements? Are we done with Trump? Can Trump still pump it to the next level?
Still, yeah. Trump is having, personally having the hope that Trump can pump
in September.
Probably this month will be some meetings between Elon and Trump. Previous month also happened. August also there were a lot
Yes.
of
To push traction.
to
for
push the
elections,
traction
right?
for elections, and even they mentioned a lot of about Bitcoin also.
Correct.
So probably again there will be a lot of events across these kind of
Yeah, he could be thinking, even if I don't win the election, let me just pump some Bitcoin and make some money and get out.
yeah, might be. And one more thing I have to add is the Bitcoin mining cost.
Yeah.
We should also think about that, because the core contributors for Bitcoin are the miners. You already know. Without them, I think Bitcoin is zero.
Correct.
So right now the current cost for mining one Bitcoin is around 72,500 range. So if you think today as a miner you are mining Bitcoin, you got some blocks, are you ready to sell?
No.
So this is also will be an impact, and once, see, after every halving there will be a difficulty level will increase.
Correct.
So then automatically
There will also be a while for when
Exactly.
the miners will whine a little bit.
So what my personal thought is, if you see whatever the miners who mined before the halving, probably they might sell off due to their expense of the next upcoming minings. And I'm thinking there might not be a sell off from the miner side, which is whatever the new minted Bitcoin in the market, because in loss.
The pre-halving miner sell-off was smooth.
There was not a
issues
huge
with the
dump
miner
and all.
sell-off, correct.
And I'm expecting the same thing with this cost and all. Probably the miners will hold and the exchange inflows will be lesser, outflows will be higher. It means whatever the miners will deposit, no, so that will be less, and whatever they will buy back with the amount whatever they are already having, and they will wait for the pump in the future. So this is also one of the fuel for the market should.
The opposite view
Yeah.
of what the technical guy is saying.
Exactly.
No, but tell me this. So September we can expect 42, but we cannot expect 75.
Yeah, because coming to the push level, what happened from top? Because it was completely crazy moment in the August. It started pumping from 49, like around from 53 to 70 range. Again dumping from 70 to around 60.
When in August?
Yes, in the August 12.
64, 65,
Yes,
64,
65.
Yes.
So my view is,
65.
if
Yeah.
you see after that Bitcoin conference, Trump spoke and all, Bitcoin came from 70 to 49. So anything is possible. September might be touch 75k
And also, we
also.
are missing out on token 2049.
Yeah, that was
What can that do to alts? Right? It's on the 18th and 19th of September.
exactly.
Yeah.
What can that do to alts? What kind of token project should be
See,
focusing
main
on?
thing, that's what we already have
I
a
think
categories.
Token 2049 itself asks for a separate episode, right? A separate episode just to cover
Yeah, we will do that.
what is happening in token 49, what are the projects to look at. Maybe we'll take that up separately and
Yeah.
talk about it.
One more point I want to add, like as per the technical structures, we see volume, the liquidity, where the demand levels, because supply and demand levels. So this kind of crazy moves, something has happened in the market. So market as per the particular product will become weak. So once it will become weak and people, the big institution take advantage and they'll push more downside to grab those opportunities. Because discounted, people use call discounted prices.
Correct.
So everybody is thinking like it's still an uptrend. When we compared with $15,000 level, it is still an uptrend. So people who invested at 15,000, 16,000, the institutions, where so much like accumulation happened.
Correct.
Because for any bull run, people used to talk only when the prices are high, they started investing. That time these institutions start selling. The same similar thing is happening. The price may not the overpriced. I am telling like there should be some accumulation before any big hit, upside or downside. So right now accumulation means it will stabilize at some particular range. But as per the present structure, the Bitcoin is becoming
The
weak.
range is too wide,
Yeah,
right?
too wide, and Bitcoin is becoming more weak. So anytime can fall. So if some good liquidity, people try to invest upside, but they'll come and sell.
So the moral of the story is the longer something stays in a range, the chances are higher that it's going to fall. So breakout should happen as soon as possible. If the breakout is not happening for a long time, then the chances, the probability
Yes,
is that it might, the
Correct.
higher probability is that it might go down.